Actions allow you to take your programming to the next level by programming Spikemark to do things, just like you would program a motor to do something. And in Spikemark, we have 3 different kinds. Let's take a look. So I'm going to go ahead, create a new queue to give us a clean spot to work from. And first up, we're going to talk about our motor property action. So to add it to a queue, we do just like everything else, where we can come over to our actions toolbar, and I can go ahead and I can grab it, drag it, and drop it into playback 1. So by default, we have nothing set. So let's go ahead and click it and see what we have here. So our motor property action allows us to select a motor from our show. In this case, let's go ahead and pick our spot line. Then it gives us a few different properties that we can change. Let's change our scenery length. And then it allows us to set a new value for it. So let's go ahead and change this to 20. And we can save our change. So why might you want to do this? So the scenery ones specifically allow you to change out what the visualizer looks like so it can more match reality. So if you change out the wagon on your push stick from something small to something large, you can now program that right into your queue so your visualizer more closely matches what is happening on stage. So we've saved our changes, and now when we go ahead and we can load and run this, we can see that in our visualizer, we have now changed the length of our spot line. It's pretty cool. Similar to the motor property action, we also have a playback property action. And I'm going to add that to the queue the same way by grabbing, dragging, and dropping. And when I select this, it's very similar to the motor one, but this time we're talking about playbacks. So I can go ahead and I can choose which playback I want. I'm going to go ahead and press 4. What property I want to change. I'm going to change speed and what value I want to set it at. And for me, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set it to 10. This one is really cool because if I know I always want to start slower, I can program that right in. So every night it starts slow and then I can slowly turn it up or similarly turn it down. And when I load and run this one, we can see, so we're currently at 100. I ran it, now we're sitting at 10. And lastly, we have our third action, our motor method action. I'm gonna, again, go over to our toolbox, drag and drop. I'm gonna add this to playback 3 and select it. So this one, it's similar to the properties one, where I first select a motor. Again, I'm gonna pick the spot line, but now this time, these are things it does. So for instance, soft stop, activate, deactivate, and then the 0 speed, brake, release, and engage. So for this, I'm gonna go ahead and do deactivate. Save that. And now when I run this, we can see that our spot line has gone to sleep.